Hello everyone, make sure you write your 2-5 in the top left hand corner and your information in the top left hand corner. The topic we're covering today is solving equations involving absolute value. Alright, so let's start simple. Remember, you do not need to write the red, just write the black and what I write. So if the absolute value of x is equal to 3, that means x can equal 3. And it can also equal -3. Because the absolute value of -3 is equal to 3, and the absolute value of 3 is equal to 3. There's going to be two answers. Now remember, absolute value is the distance from 0. So we're going to have both positive and negative values for x. So an absolute value, within reason, we'll see. Solve an absolute value equation when n is greater than 0. All right, well, if we have the absolute value of y plus 2 is equal to 4, then we know that y plus 2 is equal to 4, and y plus 2 is equal to -4. So now we could just solve by using our properties of equation. This would be using the subtraction property of qualities on both sides, and we would get y is equal to 2, and y is equal to -6. So if we were going to draw a number line, we would probably go like this and put 2, and over here we'd put -6, and we'd fill in a circle here and a circle here and be like, hey look, here's our solution graphed. We have a point at 2 and a point at -6. Done. So solve an absolute value equation when it's less than 0. So solve the absolute value of 3x minus 4 is equal to -1. All right, well, this means the distance between 3x and 4 is -1. Distances cannot be negative. You can't have negative distances. You can't run backwards 10 miles and go, I ran -10 miles today. No, you ran 10 miles backwards. So your distance was 10 miles. Therefore, the solution for this absolute value is an empty set, also known as no solution or a null solution. So there's no answer that would make this true. There's nothing we can put in for x to make this a true statement. All right, let's go on. So real world example. Remember, you do not need to write the red. Just take the bullet points for me. Solve an absolute value equation. So depending on the size of each song, Luna's phone holds an average of 2,000 songs, give or take 250 songs. Write and solve an equation involving absolute value to find the maximum and minimum number of songs that Luna's phone can hold. So I'm going to pause this. I want you to try to put your bullet points. So I know I need to have my let statement. So I'm going to say let x equal the number of songs on this generic listening device. Next up, it used to be an iPod a couple years ago. So I know that, this could be x minus 2,000. Now, it could be 250 above or 250 below. So we have the absolute value. The absolute of x minus 2,000 would equal 250. Now, we're going to solve this. Where do we get the 250? That's going to be the positive or the negative. It's going to be above 250 or below 250. So that's information right there. Where do we get the 2,000? Well, that's how much they said it should be at. It should be at 2,000. So we're going to have this minus 2,000 right there. We'll dig deeper into that a little bit. So now let's solve for this. This is x minus 2,000 is equal to 250, and x minus 2000 will equal negative 250. Now all we need to do is we need to use the addition property of equality to add 2000 on both sides. So we add 2000 to both sides, and we would get some big numbers, 2,250. Now this one will be x is equal to 1750. And so the minimum, it says what is the minimum, what's the maximum? So the minimum amount of songs would be 1750. Maximum would be 2,250 songs. There we go. Now if we were to graph it, we'd put the 2 points and go on from there. All right, last one. Write an absolute value equation. So here's the steps. Find the 2 points. Find the midpoint between the 2 points. So I have -5 and -1. Now, how do I find the 2 points? Well, I could go like this. I could go, all right, -5 plus -1, and then divide that by 2. -1 plus -5 is -6. Divided by 2 would be -3. Oh, and look, lo and behold, it's right here. Right there, there's the midpoint. So we're going to have x. And now we're going to be subtracting that number. So we're going to be subtracting by -3. And now, what's the distance between the two? Okay, well, how about this? 1, 2. What's the distance between here? 1, 2. So this should equal 2. But wait, there's more. If we simplified this, we'd get x plus 3. Absolute value of that is equal to 2. The end. All right, guys. That's it for today. Hope to see you in class. You guys have a good one. Bye.